Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I'm headed to work. I wanted to make hot topics at my table, but I was running late. Girl, I was it's so sad, y'all, because this guy, I didn't know him, but I used to always see him out. When I used to go to the club like every fucking weekend. It used to be this club here in Houston called Club 2020, and girl, it used to be popping every Saturday night, girl. And I remember him, and it was one of his best friends. They used to be on stage every like weekend, just like dancing, doing like the Beyonce routines. And anyways, girl, I just found out that he passed away last night. I think it was last night. It's so sad. And my sister used to love, my biological sister, she used to go to the club with me sometimes. And girl, she fell in love with him. Girl, she used to love watching him dance on stage. And so I sent her a message on, I DM'd her on Instagram so she could see who I was talking about. So I went to his page and all that stuff. And she was like, she was so sad. She was like, oh my God. She was like, as soon as I saw his face, I knew exactly who that was. I was like, yeah, girl, he passed away last night. Anyways, that's just so sad. I think he was young as fuck too. I think he was like in his 20s. Damn. And I only talked to him. I only had like one conversation with him. I remember we was at 2020. It was me and my sister, my guy friend sister. You know, I know y'all get confused when I say sister. Who was he talking about? A nigga or a bitch? No, I was talking about a nigga this time. I was at the club with my sister. And we was waiting in line, and it was so crazy because they were in front of us, and the line was long as it was him and his best friend, and me and my best friend, and the line was long as fuck, and we were just sitting there talking. Well, they were talking, and I was talking to my friend, and they were saying stuff that was funny, and I was listening, and it was funny as hell. And we just had like a 5-minute conversation. Like, oh, y'all see y'all all the time, blah, blah, blah. Y'all be so cute on stage. Anyways, he passed away. That's so sad. So, baby, did y'all hear about that goddamn Puff Daddy? Baby. Okay, so Tasha K. First of all, let me just tell y'all, I never knew who Tasha K was, believe it or not. I heard about Tasha K. I'm sorry, let me start over. I found out about Tasha K probably like, I don't know, it was some months ago. And I just remember, I said probably like a year ago. Let me stop, like probably like a year ago. And I just remember me clicking on her page, like, oh, who is this? And I just remember somebody, and that let you know that girl, okay. I was like, who is this hollering in my face? And so I was like, But I actually love Tasha K. So anyways, I was like, And so, when I really kind of like started going to her page, no, that's a lie. I think what made me go to her page was when she was dragging the fuck out of Charlamagne the God. That's what it was. She was dragging the fuck out of Charlamagne the God, and I was like, why is she hollering? I didn't click off because I watched the whole fucking drag session. I just told a whole goddamn lie. That's when I found out about Tasha K. Whatever video she had when she drugged the dog fuck out of Charlamagne the God, I was like, ooh. But I never subscribed to her page though. I just subscribed actually a couple of days ago, honestly. And then I ran across her page again. It was something that was going on. She popped up on my recommendations. But anyways, child. So, girl, she uploaded an interview she did with Virginia V. Baby. I believe every fucking word that bitch had to say. I believe it. She ain't lying. But when I tell y'all need to go watch this interview with Tasha K. If I remember, I'll put the links in my subscription box. I mean, hell, y'all know who the fuck Tasha K is. If y'all don't, I'll put the links in the description box. So basically, one of Puff Daddy's ex, her name is Virginia V. He got a type, huh? He like him Asian, huh? Anyways, she was basically talking about how she met Puff Daddy when she was 21, how they were in a relationship, I think over 5 years. She had 2 abortions while she was with him. He stomped her stomach one time. He used to hit on her. I believe all of that. She used to say how she should be lucky for fucking with a rock star or a superstar. I could definitely see that. You know the sad thing about it, and I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, I can see his sons growing up to be a fuck nigga just like Puff. I can see that. I can see that dark skinned one, the one who fuck with the light skinned girl. I can see Justin. Let me shut up, child. Let me shut up. You know, Justin give me how you doing. I'm just saying. Justin give me how you doing, tease. How you doing, Justin? How you doing, Justin? How you doing? Justin give me how you doing, tease, but that's just what I get from Justin. I think the only decent one probably might be Quincy. I feel like Justin tried to be hard, but girl, you really not. And I feel like, I can't remember the other one name. The one that looked just like Puff Daddy. He give me like he gonna be just like his daddy. He gonna be just like your goddamn daddy. Girl, anyways, girl, y'all need to go watch the interview. Girl, that girl was basically, she talks about how she had her first abortion. She talks about Cassie. I think what's gonna put the nail in the goddamn coffin is if Cassie comes out and pretty much says that bitch is telling the truth. I think that's what's gonna start the whole goddamn fire. Okay? Right now, you know, ain't nobody talking about it. The blogs ain't talking about it. That's why you can't go to the blogs for everything, okay? But truth be told, I believe everything Virginia B had to say. I don't think she was lying. It was a couple of things I was confused on, like where this daughter come from. Cause she got a daughter. I don't know if she had the daughter before Puff Daddy. She had to. So there were some things I had questions on. Who is this white man? Fine ass. The fuck? Oh girl, he like Arabian or something, cause I'm all in his car. Ooh. Hey Zaddy. I wanna talk about hey Zaddy. You smell. What's your fine ass? Girl, he driving a Maserati. Let me leave that man alone. Anyway, so yeah. She had 2 abortions. He used to beat on her. Y'all just need to go watch the interview. Girl, speaking of pregnant girl and Cassie, girl, y'all know Cassie pregnant, child. Cassie pregnant by her man, Alex Fine. That's his name. That white boy is fine. He a little too thin for me. You know, I like my man with a little bit of meat on their bones. You know, I like him a little thick. He a little too skinny for me. But girl, he fine still. I said, that bitch didn't waste some time to get pregnant. And you know what's so crazy, girl? Before I even knew about the Virginia V interview, I was at my sister's house, my biological sister. I was at my sister's house, and we was talking about Cassie being pregnant. We was like, that bitch did not waste no time getting pregnant. I was like, okay. And I was like, you think that bitch been pregnant before? I said, girl, this is what me and my sister said. Either this is what it was. Either she knew Puff Daddy was a fuck nigga and she wasn't about to have no baby by him. That's one thing. Either she got pregnant and she had some abortions. And that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, ain't no way you get with this nigga and all of a sudden, girl, 3 days later, you pregnant. Girl. I think she ain't want to have no babies by Puff Daddy, honestly. No, I don't know. I think I can see Cassie want to have babies. I can see Puff Daddy. Cause y'all have to realize Cassie was Puff Daddy's trophy. You know what I'm saying? She was pretty. She was skinny enough. The black people liked her. The white people liked her. She could give you fashion. You know what I'm saying? He could bring her anywhere. So I can see Puff Daddy making her get abortions too. I can see that. But whatever the case is, I know that bitch happy she ain't had them goddamn children. Let me just say something, girl. Sometimes it ain't meant for y'all to have children by these fuck niggas. Sometimes y'all just better take it for what it is. Virginia V, do you know if you would have had... Now, I say this much. Puff Daddy financially take care of his kids. And from what I understand, he take care of his baby mamas too. But I wonder at what price though, okay? Ooh, girl. That's a mess. A goddamn mess. Puff Daddy, you ain't shit. Puff Daddy ain't shit. I believed every word that girl had to say. Every word she had to say. You know what? Young Miami, she pregnant. Everybody pregnant, child. You know, like I be telling some of my coworkers, bitch, be happy you on your goddamn period. Cause you know how many bitches woke up today nervous and stressed out? Girl, praying to God that period come. Nervous, just fucked up in the head. I want to say something. Because this is what I think that some people who are homophobic or anti-gay, you know, Young Miami, she's made some comments that I don't agree with, you know, about basically if her son was gay, she would beat the gay out of him, whatever. This is what it comes down to. For some reason, family, friends who have family or friends that are gay, they feel like they have a reason to be embarrassed, but they don't think about us having a reason to be embarrassed. Like, on some real shit, if Young Miami was my mama, I would be embarrassed if that was my motherfucking mama. If you want to go ahead and just lay it all on the goddamn table, girl, you in your 20s, you on your second baby with your second baby daddy, and your second baby daddy call you all types of bitches and hoes and ugly and all types of shit on a public platform. So if he do that in public, gonna tell him what he doing in private. Hello? So you can be embarrassed all goddamn day or want to beat the gay out of your son if your son was gay. But best to believe, bitch, the same way you embarrassed about me being your gay son, I'm embarrassed about you being my goddamn mama. So what straight people need to realize is, again, yeah, you may be embarrassed that we may be your son or your daughter or, you know, whatever the case may be. But you better believe that we probably embarrassed that you our goddamn parents. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, did y'all hear about Brittany Taylor? The girl from Love and Hip Hop. Girl, they said that bitch done got arrested for fighting. Girl, I said, ain't that some shit? Girl, they said she got into it with some girl inside of an apartment. They say Brittany done threw a phone at the girl, all types of shit. Now, just the other day, you was all out on the goddamn news, and your mama was all on the goddamn news station trying to play victim, talking about Remy Ma whooped your ass. Girl. And y'all know how I feel about that. At the end of the day, the truth of the matter is Remy Ma is a grown-ass woman. Remy Ma already been in jail. At the end of the day, if Brittany was doing something to her daughter, Remy Ma should have stayed out of that. Girl, you already on them papers, girl. Now your ass, it's a possibility your ass can go back to jail for fighting. Ain't that some fucked up shit? And y'all want to get mad at Brittany. Girl, we have to start holding our own. We have to start holding everybody accountable for their own actions. Remy, my fault. Okay. She knew what was going on. That ain't Brittany's fault. But Brittany, I do think it's crazy how, girl, your mama was all on the news talking about this and that and this and that. And now your ass in the news for doing the same thing your mama accusing Remy of doing. Remy, yeah. Anyways, child. Oof, goodness. I do not want to be here. God damn. I'm off tomorrow, so that's good. Oh, child. Girl, I gotta babysit my niece in the morning because my sister gotta take my other niece. My niece starts school in August. And so my sister gotta take her to go take a test or something at some school, girl. I don't know. So girl, I gotta babysit my other niece because she can't take you know what I realized? That these schools make it hard because I didn't know this. My sister was telling me, my sister and her husband looking for a school for my niece. So one of them they're going to tomorrow. And she was telling me that like some of the schools that she was looking at for my niece, like they won't even let you bring the children up there, like at all. I was like, what? And I was like, what if you was a single mama and you didn't have no family down here? Like, what would you do? Like, how the fuck I'm gonna enroll my child if I'm a single mama, I ain't got no family down here? What if I lived in New York City and all my family lived in Texas? You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to enroll my child in school and y'all telling me you can't bring the children up here to enroll them in school. What? What the fuck I'm gonna do with her? Leave her in the car? Now if I leave in the car, one of y'all knows as white people gonna walk by and say that y'all gonna call CPS, then I'm gonna be in jail. But y'all just told me I can't bring my child up into the schoolhouse. I don't know, it's weird. I was like, girl, I didn't know all that. So girl, I gotta get up in the morning. Ugh. Girl, I gotta get up in the morning and go watch my niece while my sister take my other niece to go take this test. An English test or something, girl. I don't know, child. Baby, you just need to change her pamper before I leave. Before you leave, because I do not change pampers, honey, at all. At all. Do you hear me? Baby, I think I done changed one pamper. One, okay? And I almost had a goddamn fit when I did that. Child. I hope ain't nobody in this. Oh, I hope nobody ain't in this store. Who's this? Is he thick? Ooh, girl. I'm gonna get into a whole damn wreck. It was a black boy on a bicycle. All I saw was ass hanging off that goddamn bike. That don't make no sense. I want to move to the Galleria area, but girl, these apartments over here so goddamn high, bitch. Goddamn. Girl, I'm talking about high. Girl, it's an apartment complex right across the street from the mall. Girl, it's a couple of them. Girl, it's one directly across the street. Girl, them apartments $1,600, girl, and I swear the apartment is like the size of my goddamn living room. That's it. Girl, if you were the back, girl. Ugh, I do not want to be up here. Y'all know I really, girl, this girl almost hit my car. This girl almost hit my car. We hit my sister's car, my brother-in-law car. Oh, girl, I'm sick of these people. Only two. else, y'all? What else? Y'all heard about Khia? Khia supposedly mad because and y'all know I love Khia, girl. I'm team Khia, okay? Girl, I've loved Khia since, girl, forever, girl. I've loved Khia in her vlogs. I know a lot of people say she's homophobic and all that stuff, you know, but like my whole thing is, bitch, she wasn't homophobic when she was on T.S. Madison's show, okay? Did nobody give a fuck then? T.S. Madison didn't give a fuck. Okay, girl, I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. Now all of a sudden, girl, everybody want to call her homophobic when she was on T.S. Madison's show, sitting beside one of the most popular transgender women in the entertainment business. Girl, she wasn't homophobic then when y'all was trending #1 all on goddamn Twitter. But girl, that's neither here nor there. Girl, so Khia supposedly mad, girl, because you know we have Pride next week here in Houston. We have Pride here next week in Houston. And it's the white pride. You know, every place usually have a black pride and a white pride. We still segregated in our own goddamn community. Anyway, so we have a white pride is the big pride. And supposedly, from what I understand, they were going to bring her down here, I guess, to perform or whatever, at some type of event for Pride. And then I guess they caught wind of the things that she says, and they basically told her it's a no-go. And I think she thinks that T.S. Madison has something to do with the fact that basically she's been blackballed from Prides pretty much. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know T.S. Madison. I don't know Khia. I mean, I can kind of see some shit like that happening, and I'm not gonna lie. But I also feel like Khia needs to take responsibility for the shit that she says. Like, Khia, girl, as much as I love you to pieces, bitch. Like, pieces, I love me some Khia. Like, girl, you say something, you don't have no type of fucking filter. Like, there's no way that you can get on Instagram or Facebook and be calling T.S. Madison one of the most popular transgender women in the gay entertainment world, Mandy Man whore, and calling her a man, and calling trannies mans, and calling people punks and faggots, and then think that that's not gonna catch up with you. I think what happened was, I think that there were a couple of black people on the committee who said, let's bring Khia. Because the truth of the matter is, Khia is very popular at the gay club. Like, girl, you go to the gay club, bitch, they gonna be playing, girl, Yum Yum Sauce, Steer, My Neck, My Back. So, girl, Khia will get the club popping, girl, on some real shit. And I remember that from back in the day, girl. Even today. Because I remember I went to a club. What club did I go to? And they was playing Yum Yum Sauce and Steer. I was out of town somewhere. But I think what happened was there were a couple of black people probably on the committee who said, let's bring Khia. The white people was like, who's Khia? I think that they was like, oh, she had a show with T.S. Madison. Oh, okay, cool. And then I think that once some white people caught wind of the shit that you was saying, they was like, oh, hell no. I think that's what happened. Once they got caught wind of the fact that you called T.S. Madison Mandy Man whore, and you say faggot every other word, and punk and tranny and man and all that every other word, I think the white people was like, hell no. I think the black people vouched for you, and then when the white people called, like I said, when the white people heard about how you talk, they was just like, fuck that shit. And the sad thing about it is, the truth of the matter is, black people are, and this even go for me too, like when you like somebody, like as much shit as Khia has said, but I think the reason why I give Khia a pass is because Khia comes for everybody. It's one thing if Khia was just coming for like the gays, you know what I'm saying? Then I would be like, okay, damn, bitch. But Khia come for the gays, the straight man, the straight woman, the black man, the black, like, she coming for everybody. That's why I never really too much got mad at what she said. But I think with black people, we're a little bit more forgiving. Like, okay, yeah, she said this. Let's invite her to our pride. Because Khia was down here for Black Pride in May. She was down here in May for Black Pride. But I think that the black people are just kind of like, oh, you know, she said it, whatever, bring her. And I heard the club was packed too. But them white people don't play that shit. Them white people ain't playing that shit. So it's like, yeah, it's a possibility that I could see T.S. Madison making phone calls like, yeah, that bitch said this, don't book that hoe. I could see that. But I can also see Khia, girl, at the end of the day, girl, them white people just like, bitch, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know them white, you know you cannot be saying shit like that, period. And then you cannot sit back and wonder why the community is like, no, she said this. Girl, you did say it. I just don't think Khia likes to take responsibility for the shit that comes out of her mouth. Like, on some real shit. You know how much shit I be wanting to say on goddamn YouTube, but I don't? Y'all know how many times I done said, ooh, let me shut up. And then sometimes I say it. But even with that being said, my shit don't be nowhere near as ignorant as Khia's, girl. Nowhere near, okay? I just feel like people need to realize that you can't say everything in front of everybody all the goddamn time. Some shit is really meant for your close sisters, okay? Your real good Judies. I'm not saying lie. I'm not saying lie about how you feel. But bitch, you don't have to go all the way in either. Do that make sense what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to like gay people. But that don't mean that you should treat gay people like shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to like gay people. But girl, if we at work and I say, hey, how you doing? Why you just gonna say, hey,